So let's get back into our last topic we was touching on before we run out of time.
Right.
Our last topic was the pretty privilege, handsome privilege, the pros and cons between, the pros and cons and being nice, a good looking person.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let's watch the video here.
There are a lot of benefits to being a pretty woman. And yes, I understand that everyone doesn't think I'm pretty. I get it. But
you are.
Thank you.
Let's be adults and
let's move on. Let's move on.
Come on.
There are definitely benefits to it. There are advantages in certain spaces to being a good-looking person. There are also disadvantages. People don't take you seriously. People assume that you sleep with everyone. People assume that if you're being nice to them, that you're trying to sleep with them. People try to sleep with you, and if you don't sleep with them, then they retaliate against you or talk bad about you because their egos are hurt. People think that you are too sexual when you're just showing up in your body wherever you go. People are assuming that you're only doing this job because you want to be famous or you want to be on television. There's people who don't want to work with you because their wife might be jealous, even though you have nothing to do with them. Like, there's all sorts of things that come with it.
I agree with that 200,000 million percentage because, I mean, not only because I'm, nice looking, but because I have dealt with the pros and the cons.
Right.
I have dealt with the pros and the cons. And like she said, people are not going to even want to do business with you because they partner or their lover or their wife or, think that y'all may have something going on. So that'll stop. It stops situations. You got women who you literally don't like you for no reason. You got men who don't like you for no reason, who would retaliate against you if you don't like them or you hurt their ego. I've had that happen in real time, like in real life. So yeah, it has its pros, it has its cons, and I'm sure all of the beautiful people out there can agree with me.
I mean, this how I think about that. Well, I can't comment on men because for me, I think all men are ugly, me included. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have, and so I'm not even going to speak on that.
Wait.
I'm keeping that.
You said you think all men are
ugly, me included.
Okay.
So I can't even come because I can't even start to have a conversation talking about, this guy. Look, look, man. So I'm not even gonna comment on that. So y'all feel me on that. But when it comes to females, that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it is. Not to get all philosophical, there's a dude called Michael Foucault, right? He's like a philosopher or something like that. He writes on power. He is kind of like the big dude when you do your research on power. He talks about power and sexuality. He talks about the beauty of power. A beautiful woman always gonna have there's advantages to being beautiful. She gonna be able to do things that other women cannot do. Historically, that's always been the case, even biblically. You know what I'm saying? They talk. It's always gonna be like that. And like the ladies say, there's disadvantages to that as well. But is there advantages to it? Yes, there's disadvantages as well. But it's definitely a thing. Beautiful women are definitely gonna get in certain places and certain positions that certain women can't. And that's just a fact. And you know what I'm saying? And that's just how it is.
I agree.
It's a fact.
It has its benefits and it has its disadvantages as well. But hey, you just gotta be happy and grateful with what God gave you, and use it to the best of your abilities, I guess. Use it for good. Don't.
Hey man, you just gotta get in where you can fit in. You know what I'm saying? But you you just gotta get in where you can fit in.
Yeah.
But the thing about that is, obviously, if you get into the building or if you get into wherever you get into because of your looks, you just gotta understand that there's always gonna be somebody better looking. You know what I'm saying?
So, and that's the one thing that they be saying, like, it's going to expire. Oh,
so that's the
beauty
thing about
phase. Beauty phase is going to expire. It's going to go away. So the thing is, when you think you're a beautiful person, you have to understand that beauty it has to come from within. Like, it's not like an outside thing. You know what I mean? It has to be an inside thing, something that's within, the confidence and the beauty within you. Because yes, looks will fade, and yes, there will always be somebody younger and nicer and cuter and more beautiful than you. But if your beauty within surpasses any beauty that they have on the outside, then you win. You're the winner. You're number one. So what's important is just having that confidence within you, because there's always going to be somebody prettier, but that none of that matters when you feel how you feel on the inside. So it doesn't matter. Like
I'm gonna say to the beautiful ladies out there,
yeah,
you're beautiful and all of that. That's all good and right. That's good. But
thank you.
Just make sure that you got something else to fall back on.
Yes.
That's another thing.
Yes.
You can't just be out here looking out pretty and all that, because you know what I'm saying? Beautiful women is coming out.
Every 5-10 seconds. We get it. But that's why it's get clean up your inside. Make sure your inside is reflecting what's on the outside.
Yourself. Don't let that be the only thing you got. I'm beautiful.
For sure.
Have some fall back on. The question of the week is social media ruining dating or marriage?
I think that it plays a part,
right,
in relationships these days, but I don't think that it's directly ruining it. I don't think that it's directly ruining it, but I do think it plays a major part in relationships. I'm not in a relationship, so I can't really say what's going on for certain, but I do know that I can only imagine what it's like being in a relationship with social media, because it's like, it's always something. It makes you want something better or something different. It makes you give your partner or give your relationship something to be compared to, when, some of these things are not realistic or not. So, I think it does play a big part.
I think it does. It kind of gives people perceptions. You know what I'm saying? Because the subconscious is always alive, right? Mm-hmm. You have somebody in the house, you married, and you always looking on social media. Yep. You know what I'm saying? You don't think you're taking these things
right, right.
You're looking at your significant other, and then you're looking on social media. She don't do this, or he don't do this, Yep. And you think you have options because people are really showing the highlight reels on social media.
Exactly.
And now you bent out of shape, thinking, you could get that, but it's not really what it is.
Yep.
So I feel like it exacerbates the situation that might have been already there. I mean, if you were somebody who the player type, social media just makes it easier for you to kind of move like that. Mm-hmm. And you somebody who's insecure, it kind of make it easy for you to kind of, you know what I'm saying? It exacerbates what was already there. So I feel like, it really, it affects the dating world.
It does.
Marriages and all that. I feel like it do.
Heck yeah. And then like in this day and age, you just gotta stay prayed up, man. Like, stay prayed up, take things serious. The whole social media thing is just an illusion. Like, people are living in this whole fantasy thing. So I definitely think that it does play a big role on making and breaking.
I got a question for you.
Okay.
Here's the thing.
For me?
I got a question. So would you, as a woman, if you were to get in a relationship with somebody and, and he told you that for you to be in a relationship with me, I want you to get off social media. No social media at all.
Okay.
What would you do? How do you feel about that?
So with me personally, if I was not running businesses, okay, if I wasn't running businesses and, doing things like that, then I wouldn't have a problem with it. But I would want to know the deeper issue, because he could be telling me to get off social media because his own insecurities, and if it goes deep into that, then that's a you problem. That's not a me problem. And I will hope and pray that, I wouldn't have a man or meet a man or be with a man who would be that insecure, especially when me personally, I know that I'm not provocative or, I'm not doing all of that.
Right.
So, it should, no. But I run a business, so it's different. But if it was that case, if I had nothing else going on outside of my relationship or me and doing my own thing, then I would have no problem, because social media is a dangerous place. It is.
Well, I'm kind of, I'm kind of glad you agree.
Yeah.
Because, certain people be like, social media, I ain't losing that for nobody.
See, I mean, yeah, but me personally, I know how it is because I prefer a dude who's not social media savvy.
Right.
Like I prefer a dude who is not on social media.
Right.
So, so I understand. I get it.
Okay. All right. So
thank God I'm single, okay? Thank God I'm single and I can focus on the things that matters, that matters most. But yeah. So yeah, that's the question of the week. And let us know what y'all think. Let us know if social media is ruining these relationships. What's up?
It's a long story, but the thing is, why y'all women got so many demands? I mean, it's crazy, man.
I don't know. I mean, maybe you should just get it off your chest.
You know what? That's exactly what I'm finna do. Get it off my chest.
This man. Woo!